When you're preparing for competitive exam like GATE, the most important thing you need to do is practice questions, practice numericals, because more than 90% of your syllabus is numericals. Whatever branch you have, whether it is mechanical, civil, electrical, electronics, computer science, most of the subjects are numerical based subjects, and in exam, in GATE, you will not find direct formula based questions. They will ask you questions where you need to apply the concepts and solve the problem. So in order to be able to solve that problem, in order to be able to develop the problem solving skills, you need to practice more and more questions, variety of questions. Now the question is, what should be the source of these questions? From where will I get good quality practice questions? So there are a few resources that all of you can use. The first and the most important thing is textbooks, because from there you learn most of your concepts. Now, I don't actually recommend following textbooks, because you will not find a textbook which is written based on your GATE exam, which is written according to your GATE exam. So you will not find directly numericals based on GATE. But when you are understanding the concepts, when you are understanding the subject, when you are watching the lectures of that subject for the first time, in order to develop the problem solving skill, in order to develop your concepts, in order to build your concepts, you need to solve a few questions from textbooks. Now, if you are following lectures of a good teacher and they are giving you practice questions in class, they will be probably from some good standard textbooks, so you don't need to do that. But if you are preparing on your own, if you are a self-study student, then I would recommend that if you are preparing a subject on your own, then for a few questions, initial questions of every subject should be from textbooks, standard textbooks. Which textbooks you need to follow, that you can learn from your teacher. Okay, whether you are a self-study student or not, you will find few teachers who will guide you which textbooks you need to follow for which subject. Okay, so from textbooks you will find some initial questions, basic questions, where you will understand that okay, this formula is used in this way, when this happens then you use this, when this happens then you use that. So you will understand the basics of that problem, basics of that topic, the basics of that formula, what parameters are there in the formula, what sign convention you need to follow. Okay, now once you build that basic concept, once your fundamentals are clear, then you need to practice better questions, aptitude based questions, objective type questions. And the best resource for these questions is GATE previous year questions. Every student need to solve GATE previous year questions. Now, for a few subjects, you will find questions from different branches. For example, if there is mathematics, you will find mathematics questions in all branches, right? So you not only solve the GATE PYQs of your branch, if that subject is in some other branch also, then you download the question paper, you get those questions somehow, and you practice those questions also. Okay, so GATE PYQs from other branches will also be very helpful. Now, why do you need to solve GATE PYQs? Because this will first give you the idea of what type of question will be there from this particular topic. Okay, so initially only I suggest students to solve GATE PYQs. Don't wait for the entire subject to end. Whenever you are understanding a particular topic, you need to solve the GATE PYQs then and there only, so that you get the idea of what type of questions can be asked from this particular topic in the exam. Okay, what will be the difficulty level. So that will give you the idea of how much you need to practice. For example, let's say from a particular topic, there are very easy questions in GATE exam, so you don't need to worry about that particular topic. But if you see lot of difficult question from a particular topic in GATE exam frequently being asked, then you need to practice more and more questions of that particular topic. So how much you need to practice in each topic, that depends upon what type of questions are being asked from that topic in GATE exam. So you solve the GATE PYQs in the initial level only, to know that, to get that understanding. Okay, then next resource that you need to follow is workbook or DPP. If you are following a particular course, then you might be getting workbooks, you might be getting daily practice problems. So if you are a student of some coaching, or if you are following a particular institute, then if you are getting workbooks or DPPs, you need to solve each and every question. Okay, so there will be questions which are based on gate pattern. There will be MCQ questions, MSQ questions, NAT questions, and that will help you a lot in order to understand what is being asked from that topic. Okay, so this will be a very good resource, because you can't solve a lot of problems from textbooks because they are not based on the gate pattern. So they are very good for initial understanding, for understanding the concepts, how to apply that concept to solve problems, how to apply a particular formula, how to use a particular formula. For that basic understanding, the textbooks questions are very good, but these are not the type of question you will find in your exam. So in order to know what type of questions you might get in exam, you have solved gate PYQs, now you understand. So solve the workbook or DPP questions from whatever institute you are following. Okay, if you are not following any institute, if you are not a student of a coaching and you are not getting workbook or DPP, don't worry, there is a better resource for you also, which is test series. You will find lots and lots of good test series nowadays, because there are a lot of test series being developed nowadays. People have understood the importance of test series, because the gate is online test, so we need to practice also, and we need to find good questions also. So test series can be a very good source of questions to practice. Now if you are following an institute, if you are a student of any institute, then whatever test series you are getting from that institute, you can follow that. But if you are not a student, if you are a self-study student, if you are not a student of any institute, then I would suggest that you do your research a little bit, okay, and you find 2-3 good test series where you will find good amount of questions, good level of questions, okay, and you can use that as a source of practicing questions. Nowadays there are subject wise tests, topic wise tests, year wise tests, lot of tests you get. Okay, so you join 2-3 test series, they are cheap, they're not very costly. Okay, so if you get those test series, you will find lot of questions to practice, good level questions to practice. So these are some of the sources that you can use in order to practice numericals for your GATE exam. Thank you.